probably take it a lot more serious. In school you don't realize how important it is after you graduate and stuff, but you know, if I could change anything, I probably would have taken school a lot more serious.
It's one step in the life, and that it's a really positive time in your life.
Would you ask out a particular boy?
Ooh, that's tempting. You know, there was one, no, I'm not going to say it.
I told myself that it doesn't matter what other people think of you. Just be confident in yourself. That's a lesson that I think teenagers need to learn earlier.
I think that one of the things I would have told myself in high school that I often tell my students now is that usually things get better.
You want me to, don't you? Okay.
Maybe have tried to be involved in even more than I was involved in. I was involved in a lot, but there were still other areas of the school, other departments maybe, that I could have been more involved in as a student.
Well, there's a group of us girls that would sit in the hallway. There used to be a bench right outside the art room, and we used to sit there, and this one very quiet, good-looking guy would walk by us all the time. But he was so quiet, but we would like, oh, here he comes again, and he'd do the loop with his friends. And none of us were, well, we were probably shy to say hi, but we just say hi to him. And it ended up being Mrs. Ferguson's brother, Kent Jackson.
I wouldn't have been, if I look back, I wouldn't have been so worried about the rugby team idiots that they were, you know, worried about their futures. So I think I would have changed that, not worried so much.
I wish I could have told myself how much fun it would be to get paid to harass students as a teacher, because this is the best job that I could ever have.
No down here, 1 foot in the grave, precise in my left shoulder, prostate problem, and I'll still kick your butt around a bit. It'll be like poetry in motion.
Well, I really didn't have a plan in high school, so there wasn't really a lot of a plan after school. So I basically just went from job to job and then finally settled down probably in my late 20s, and I'm basically am where I'm at today.
I started out in graphic design, didn't really care for it too much, ran into Miss Belton. She said, why don't you try teaching? And came in, volunteered for her, and decided that's what I wanted to do.
And I spent 6 months in Europe and Asia, Middle East area, and I learned more there in 6 months than I did probably in 4 years of undergraduate degree. And if I can make a recommendation, if you are graduating from a high school or from a university and you're still independent, that's the time to travel, because once you're married and have kids, it is a life sentence and you're done.
Well, I planned to be a music teacher, but instead I'm a pastry chef, so that's a pretty significant change from what the plan was.
And after high school, I was able to go to different countries and really experience the culture. And one of the things I got out of that was how much I enjoyed working with people. And so that was a great influence in me choosing to become a teacher.
Awesome. Absolutely fabulous. Terrific staff, fabulous students. It was great.
Oh, it was very positive. The best teaching thing I had. I was here for 22 years before I retired from here. The best years of my teaching life.
Oh, 10 plus. It was the best. Mountain has always been the best school. Even when we were going through challenging times, difficult times, everyone, students, parents, kids, they all stuck together, and they were great years.
Very memorable. Every day it seemed like a different day, a different experience, a different memory. Yeah, it was an amazing experience.
Oh, it was positive. Yeah, definitely one of the better times.
Yeah, I just loved coming to Mountain as a teacher and interacting with the students and all the amazing activities and things that went on. I went on a couple of band trips. We went to California. We went back east to Ottawa. We had some amazing experiences that for us as teachers, but also as students, to experience our country and to really be able to really do a lot within the confines of what a typical school education is. So I think Mountain has always gone above and beyond that.
My experience at Mountain Secondary has been a positive one. Otherwise, I wouldn't still be working here.
Well, the fact that I've been here for 32 years, I think says something.
When I first got here, I was just completing my master's degree in counseling, and so I was a young counselor and I had lots to learn. And I did learn over the years, my hair turning gray as I did. But I just felt that I learned more from the students than they probably learned from me. They were so talented and outgoing, and you know, the kids in the band program, the kids in the shop, the kids in the art program, just the variety of kids and the variety of their talents.
Well, it's part of our lives. See, I think especially for us, having met here and gotten married and worked together and had kids together, it's part of our life.
Yeah.
So there's nothing more to say.
I don't know if enchanting is the right word. It sure is. It's a family that you know, it's that you're glad to be part of, and again, it comes back to, would you change anything? And no, I don't think I would, not at all. So.
I think there was a real sense of community there, and it's been a long time since I was there. Hopefully it's still like that now, but you know, everybody respected each other there. It was a good place to be.
You know, the teachers were always great, like a family environment almost, extended family.
Staff and students always, and it will never change. The kids are so diverse. We have from IB programs to athletes to our music program, our band program. Whatever we do at Mountain, we do well.
I think the fact that from the time that it began, the desire was to make it a place that was really special, where kids who were academically gifted or athletically gifted, or who could do really good things with their hands, or musically gifted, where they would all feel safe and at home. And I think it succeeded, and I really believe that made it special. It was neat to feel proud of the teams who won and the band who won contests and, you know, gave good concerts, and the projects that the kids did in the art room or in the shop. And it was just fun to feel proud of the accomplishments of the students, and I think that their fellow students felt proud of them too, and that made it a really special place.
Again, staff and students, you know.
And you know what I think helps? It's not a humongous school. Like, it's just a good size, and when you come in grade 8 and you leave in grade 12, every teacher has rubbed shoulders with you or taught you for 5 years, and you have to feel at home. Sometimes you've done well, sometimes you haven't. But the thing is, we've all lived with you and you've lived with us, and we came through 5 years and we are a family.
But it's special because of the kinds of programs that we have, the kinds of students that have come through here, the people that I've had the chance to work with, some very special people, some very interesting people that I've worked with in terms of colleagues. So there's so many things that make this an enjoyable place to work.
But it's definitely focused on the people. And the way it brought out the creative, dedication, committed spirit in people working together.
The people, the staff and the students.
The people. The people. Yeah, students and staff.
Oh, it's always been the staff and students relationships.
The staff, yeah, for sure.
The greatest resource in any school, I think, is the students. And what makes Mountains special, I think, is the intelligence, the sense of humor, the personalities, the diversification of students in the school. And that's what makes the school special, because they help lend to the culture of the school. And I believe, when you got a population such as Mountain has, it makes the school, just a tremendous place to work in.
I do believe Mountain's a special place. I think that the part of it that makes it important is that for myself, I've grown up here. I've grown up in this community. And to me, Mountain is a community. It's the people who've attended here, it's people who've worked here. And over the years, I've had the privilege of teaching a lot of great students and working with a lot of neat people.
Won't you join with us?
This school is an amazing community with a great history, built on the strength and passion of the staff and students over the last 35 years. I'm so proud to have been part of that history and look forward to what the next 35 years will bring at RE Mountain Secondary School.
I came here in grade 9, from Fort Langley Junior.
Wow, this is Fort Langley Junior?
Yeah.
So, like, was that in the fort itself, or?
It's at the Fort Langley Fine Arts. You know that. Come on, that's going way too far back. Really inspiring teachers that motivated me to become a PE teacher, especially.
Like who?
Ooh.
Were they motivating because they were great teachers, or were they motivating because they were really good looking?
Dad, I wish you could have had me younger in life. I said, why, kid? And he said, because then you could compete with me. And now because you're an old fart, you can't. And I inadvertently popped one of my breasts.